Hello, Nistas and Nistas. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista. And over here we do mainly things fragrance. And if you're interested in hearing about these 2024 fragrances that I have added to my collection, please stay tuned. Nistas. So it is halfway through the year 2024. And of course, it has been another nice year in our fragrance community. And I have experienced or added about 20 of these fragrances to my collection. There have been, I'm sure, hundreds released. But I want to just talk to you guys about the ones that I have experienced and or added to the collection. Some of them I've returned, and one of them I did give away. So let's just get right into it, you guys. So I have 20 fragrances that we're going to talk about, and I am going to rank them. Now, this ranking, of course, it will fluctuate. It will change because even just looking at it now, I want to rearrange, but I'm going to have to stick to the script of what I have already scripted out and just go along with it. And I'll just share with you the ones that I've returned or I have given away. All right, so we're going to start with number 20. Number 20 is a fragrance that I did purchase, but I did return it. This is the Miss Dior 2024. And I've never been a Miss Dior fan. However, I was willing to give this one a try, mainly because of the strawberry note that has been mentioned or listed in the fragrance. However, when I got the fragrance, I did not like it. I tried really hard to just allow it to mix well with my skin and all that good stuff, but it just didn't. So it wasn't for me. The floral aspect that normally turned me off with Miss Dior, that wasn't so much of the issue. That wasn't the problem. It was the patchouli note. I think there's a patchouli note in this fragrance, and it was just very off-putting for me. I didn't get a lot of the strawberry. It was just not balanced enough. So I did return it back to Sephora. So that was number 20. So moving on down to number 19. This is one that I recently purchased as well. I'm glad that I did purchase it in a travel size. And this is from the house of Phlur. And this is Vanilla Skin. Not at all impressed by it. It's just a basic vanilla. I'm not going to even say it's basic. It's a very familiar vanilla. Let me take that back. It's not basic. It's just very familiar. The vanilla that I have in my collection that it reminds me of, it's the KayAli Vanilla 28. And that particular type of vanilla, I just have not found anything that I really like better than the Vanilla 28. Now, I do have other vanillas in my collection that I really like, but as far as that profile, the it kind of has like a oudiness to it and just that mature vanilla type of fragrance. I haven't found anything, but the vanilla skin is similar to it, but I just did not like it enough to keep it. So what I did, I returned it. Even in travel size, I returned it back to Sephora. So that was number 19 from Nicki Minaj, and I did buy that just to show support to an artist or celebrity fragrance. And not only that, someone very close to me, my apple of my eye, she is a big Nicki Minaj fan. um Shameless, well, it's not shameless, but let's just plug it. She has seen her twice already. She traveled to see her in one location and she flew out to see her in another location, and she's looking forward to seeing her a third time on this particular tour. So big ups to Nicki. Now, this was a really decent fragrance. I do still have someone had just recently gifted me that. I do still have the original Pink Friday, which the Pink Friday 2 is a little different because it has like this fruitiness to it that smells so nice with a mimosa note. It has like this mimosa note that gives it this really airy freshness, and it's really nice. So I gave that to my toot. So she has the Pink Friday 2. and that came in at number 18. So moving on into number 17, this was a release that I think many of us were really excited about because we have watched this lady grow from level to level in this social media game, and I'm just really proud of her. I do want to eventually add the other two, but I have added two full-size bottles from her collection. This is from Jackie Anna's Forvr Mood collection, and this is the I Am Her. This is a nice fragrance. I do like the fragrance, and I think it's just the oudiness in it that it takes a little getting used to for me, because oud is to me like vanilla. It is a very broad type of fragrance, and you can get different phases of vanilla. You know, you can have a vanilla in one fragrance that smells totally different in another, and that's the same way that I feel about oud. But it does not list like a raspberry note. I don't think it has a raspberry note. I think the fruit that's in here is like a pear, but to me it smells like some type of raspberry note is in here. But it's nice. It's a pretty fragrance. I do think that I will be more partial to this during the cooler months, and I think this did come out, it was warm, it came out like in the spring, but she made the list to number 17. So again, this is I Am Her, Forvr Mood by Jackie Anna. Now let me just say this: all of the fragrances that I'm sharing with you, I like them. So there are not any fragrances that I don't like, because if I didn't like them, like with the Miss Dior, I would return them. So all of these fragrances are fragrances that I like, but you know, some you just like better than others. So moving on into number 16, this is a fragrance that was inspired by author Alex L. And I've been following her for a while. I didn't even know that she was going to do a collaboration with Sniff. I'm glad that she did. But she is very inspiring. She's more of a motivational speaker, in my opinion, than she is an author, because I just love the motivational conversations and just gems she drops. So really enjoy her. And this is Heal the Way. I bought this not only to support, but also when I discovered that it has a patchouli note in it. And it's beautiful. It is. It really is. But I think that I have just not experienced it in the right season. Let's just say that. Do I think from smelling it from the cap that it's a fragrance that has to be worn in an isolated season? No, I do not. What I'm saying is the dry down on this, I just do not like it in these warmer months. So I'm excited to see how it develops on my skin once the climate change. But I do smell the patchouli in it initially, but it's just the dry down that caused it to be in this position on the ranking list. But I like it, I really do, and I am looking forward to wearing it in cooler climate. So again, this is Heal the Way by Sniff. All right, moving on into number 15. We know that KayAli just recently released another fantastic fragrance situation from her line. And the reason I say situation is because she gave us like a 4-for-1 this time. And I am going to rank these fragrances. So coming in at number 15, I would say that it's the Maui in a Bottle Sweet Banana 37. This is a really nice banana fragrance, you guys. It has keynotes. The keynote is, of course, banana. And I do think it has a little coconut in it, but it's a nice fragrance. I have paired it with another banana fragrance, and I really and I like it. And these are gonna have to be fragrances that I just pair for now, because it's not big enough for me to be wearing it the way that I like to spray fragrances. So it's gonna have to be paired with something. But I have tried them out and tested them in isolation. And coming in at number 15, this is Maui in a Bottle Sweet Banana by KayAli. Coming in at number 14 is a fragrance that I purchased from Sephora, and this is the Pear Jam by Net New York Fragrances. And this is not at all what I expected, but I'm not mad about it. I expected a very airy, more watery type of pear, if I'm giving it the right descriptions that I was expecting. Because this is bright, but it's just not as watery as I would have liked it to be. This is more perfuming, in my opinion. It's definitely one of those fragrances that I think is perfect for summer and spring wear. This reminds me of something date night because it is very sweet. And I do think that a male would definitely like smelling this on a female or a person. But this is number 15. No, this is number 14. Scale it ahead, girl. This is number 14, you guys. And this is Pear Dam by Net New York. All right, now coming in at number 13, I remember the excitement behind this, and I too was very excited because the one that came out before this is one of my favorites as far as vanilla and coffee fragrance. So they decided to do another flanker, and I'm pleased with it. I am really pleased with it, and this is the Black Opium by YSL, and this is the Over Red. This is definitely a cherry forward fragrance. I do think that it was said to have some coffee notes in it, if I'm not mistaken. But I was really excited to experience this. I don't like it as much as I like the La Parfum, but I do really enjoy it because I like cherry fragrances. And this is definitely one of those mature type of cherry fragrances. I can I guess in a sense, I'm not a big fan of the original Black Opium. I'm just not, but I do really enjoy the La Parfum. And I think it's because of the three different vanillas with the combination of the coffee note. So I can't really say if this has the Black Opium DNA for certain, because what I feel about this, it has nothing to do with the original one. It's just the cherry note that I really enjoy, and it's more of a mature cherry note. So again, coming in at number 13, this is Black Opium's Over Red by YSL. All right, now coming in at number 12 is another one from the line Forvr Mood by Jackie Anna, and this is Hard to Get. So this is lemon goodness in a bottle. This fragrance has notes of some vanilla, and it has that very beautiful lemon fragrance note in it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And to me, the next fragrance that I'm going to share with you is like one and the same. So either way, this one could have been number 11 and the other one could have been number 12, because to me they are very similar. But if you like that sweet somewhat gourmand type of lemon fragrance, this is the one for you. So again, coming in the number 12 spot, this is Forvr Mood's Hard to Get. All right, so coming in at number 11 or 12, if you know, you know, this one is very similar. This is Capri in a Bottle Lemon Sugar from the KayAli Vacay in a Bottle set. And this is too a lemon forward fragrance. It does have notes of lemon in it. I think that this fragrance has a little patchouli in it as well. So it's a little bit, it's not as gourmand as the Hard to Get, but it's not so much that they can't be compared to the other. Lyra, I have heard people mention Lyra, but to me, Lyra is a true lemon gourmand in my opinion, whereas this one has more of some woody notes in my opinion. So again, coming in the number 11 spot is the Capri in a Bottle Lemon Sugar by KayAli. All right, coming in the number 10 spot is from the same fragrance release, and this is Marrakesh in a Bottle Orange Blossom. And this is really good, you guys. This is really nice. I really like this fragrance. If I had to pick two for four, if I had to just pick two, this would be one of my top two picks out of that set. And it's nice. It just gives you neroli vibes. It gives you expensive hotel vibes. It's just really beautiful. Most of the time when we think of orange, that's just a common fruit. It's not so much as an exotic type of fruit, but I get it, because if they are thinking along the lines of what I'm thinking of luxury hotels. So when we think of, vacay, good vacays, we think of luxury hotels, 4-star or better. So I get that if that's the angle that they were coming in, but this is really nice. Again, coming in the number 10 spot is Orange Blossom by KayAli. All right, coming in the number 9 spot, you guys. This one is still growing on me. It wasn't what I expected, but I do like it, and I really haven't spent enough time with it. But I spent enough time for me to put it in this ranking, and it may, move up or down in the ranking. But this is from the house of Navitus, and this is in collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfume, Melon Kiss. Now, I was expecting this to be more of a tarty melon type of candy. I've never had melon candy that I can remember, but I wanted it to be melon, but I wanted it to be like tarty, like a piece of candy, if that makes sense. But the coconut that's in here and the melon that is in here, it's good, you guys. It's just not as tart as I thought that this fragrance would possibly be. Beautiful fragrance. I do think that it's perfect for spring and summertime. I do need to spend a little bit more time with this fragrance, because although it made it in the top 10, I still have some mixed feelings about it. I just wanted this to be probably in my top 5, and it's probably because I don't have anything in my fragrance collection that has a melon note in it, and I expected so much more. But again, coming in at number 9, this is Melon Kiss, and I'm making sure that you guys, yeah, you can see it. Melon Kiss from Navitus in collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfume. All right, moving on into number 8. This is also in the KayAli latest release vacation set. And out of all of them, this is my favorite one. This is the Maldives in a bottle Ylang Coco. This is so good. The dry down on this, it's pretty. It is so, 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 so pretty. That Ylang note with that cocoa note, it is just fantastic. Really enjoy this. And it pairs so well with the Tropidelics from Bath and Body Works. Oh, this is good. Really, really good. Really enjoy this. So Mona, if you're out there and you're watching, I would also vote for this one to be a full size bottle as well. So again, this is the Maldives in a bottle, Ylang Coco by KayAli, coming in at number 8. All right, so coming in at number 7 is Mystique Bouquet. Look at the bottle, absolutely beautiful. This is a Arabian fragrance from the company Afnan. I don't know if you can get this on Paris Corner. I'm not sure, because I did not purchase this from Paris Corner. I cannot remember where I purchased it from, but it was not an easy find for me at the time. Beautiful fragrance. This is supposed to be a dupe to Valea, one of my favorites from last year. Still one of my favorites. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance, you guys. Extremely close to Valea. This is just not as oody and woody with the Akigali wood as Valea. This one is a little bit more floral, and it has a little bit more subtleness, so it makes it a little bit more softer than the Valea. And I say that because Valea is very easy for my husband to wear. It smells really good on him. I do think that it could be unisex, but this one, it gives you more of a female edge, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful dupe, you guys. I hate to rate these because I don't want to give anyone false hopes or expectations, because fragrance is very subjective. So don't come back in the comments saying I said this. This is my personal opinion, but this is extremely close. I would say about 95-96% close to Valea. So again, coming in at number 7, this is Mystique Bouquet by Afnan. All right, now coming in at number 6, you guys, I was really excited about this fragrance from the very first time I saw my girl AI the Great talk about it. Um, what's that company? So Avant-Garde. She needs to be y'all spokesperson, because anything that I have drifted over to your site and purchased per her, I have really enjoyed it. So the fragrance that I'm talking about, this is a recent release, and this is Guilty Crush by the House of Oud. This is my first time having a full-size bottle of a fragrance from the House of Oud, and I'm not mad about it. This is so good, and I don't have a fragrance in my collection that is known for its lipstick note. Yes, I really like the smell of lipstick, not because it's one of my favorite smells, but because there are so many memories attached to it. Lipstick fragrance is just very nostalgic to me. Original lipstick fragrance, because I can't say that I have a lipstick that have my mind to go back to childhood when I think about playing in my aunt's and my grandmother's lipstick. So it's a memory connection to lipstick fragrance. However, what got me is when she said that this smelled like baby powder. And I don't know what the note is in here. Normally, Iris will take you to a baby powder type of fragrance. Oh my God, this is so good. She described this so correctly. This is beautiful. It has a strawberry note in it, and it's said to have a champagne note in it. It's not a bubbly champagne. It doesn't give you that effervescence to it, but I do get the champagne note with that lipstick. This is so good. And this also smells like something that I have had from Bond Number 9. And I want to say that it's Noops de Noho. It's putting me in the mind of that for some reason. But this is good, you guys. And I'm happy to have it to my collection. And at this point, it is number 6. All right, moving on down to the top 5. So coming in at number 5, you guys, is something that is really, really hype. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are excited about it. And we are now in current time that you should wear it and have a lot of fun with it. So the fragrance that I am speaking about is Miami Nectar from Ellis, Brooklyn. Look at the bottle. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at the bottle. The color is everything. This is beautiful. This is vacation. This is, in my opinion, poolside. Although if you get in the water, you're going to end up smelling like chlorine. But this gives me vacation beach vibes. It is so good. The coconut water and the frangipani in here is what I love about it. When I read and saw that it had frangipani in it, I was like, let me get one. I want it, and it is so good. So again, at number 5, this is Ellis, Brooklyn, Miami Nectar. Now coming in at number 4, it's also from the house of KayAli. Don't we just love Mona? Yes, we do. All right, so this is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. It has keynotes of pear. It has some violet bubble gum. It has white caramel rock sugar and vanilla cream. This is so good, you guys. This is good. She stands alone, although I do like to pair her with other things. But this is an absolute beautiful fragrance. The bottle, the iridescence on the bottle is everything. But this is one of her fragrances that, in my opinion, the lasting power is it's top tier, in my opinion. Because sometimes you have to mix and really play with KayAli fragrances. But this one right here, this is one that I can note as having a really nice lasting and projecting quality of it. And I have worn it, as you can see, and I get really nice compliments when I wear this. So again, coming in at number 4, this is the Vanilla Rock. The names are just so long. Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. All right, coming in at number three. Number three is from the house of Valentino. This is the latest from the Donna Born and Roma line, and this is Green Extravaganza, you guys. This is absolutely beautiful. And I need to spend more time with this, but I don't want to use it up. This is beautiful. This is a tea vanilla type of fragrance. It is so good. It pairs well with anything citrus, and I like it. This is probably my number two in that line. Really enjoy this. Love the color of the juice. Wish I had bought a bigger bottle because I've been very reluctant to wearing it because I don't want to use it up. And it's good. So again, in the number three spot, this is Green Extravaganza from the Donna Born in Roma line, Valentino. All right, so coming in at number two is Queen of Silk from the House of Creed. Look at the bottle. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is so good, you guys. I was going to request, and in my mind, I thought my next pre would have been Carmina, which Carmina is really good. But when I went in store and I sampled this, I was like, I gotta have this one. If you need something that's grown sexy, it has regalness, yet it's elegant and very strong in a sense. If you're looking for that type of vibe as a female, this right here is going to get you there. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. I don't say more. She is what she is, and she is gorgeous. If I had to pick one between the other, this is just my preference. I would pick the Queen of Silk over the Carmina, although I am going to eventually add Carmina to the fragrance collection. But this right here, this is just grown ladies. Grown lady good. Grown lady good. Number two. All right. Now coming in at the number one spot, you guys, and this fragrance right here. I know when something is really good when I'm not quick to pull it. And the reason that I say I'm not quick to pull it is because the vibe that I get when I'm wearing it, it's not a lounge around the house. And you guys, if you haven't figured, I'm really like a homebody. I spend a lot of time at home by choice. I just love being at home. But when I step out, I want to smell good. And of course, I want to look really good. So a lot of my fragrances that I hold at a high regard, they are just like dress up wear in my opinion. Although that this could be worn, you could dress up in a sundress, although it's easy to throw on, but you can look very good in a sundress as well. This fragrance right here, you guys, this is, although another fragrance, had she been released 2024, she would have been in the top three as well, but she wasn't released 2024. But this one is in that same fragrance DNA. And this is Peach's Revenge by Sarah Baker. You guys, this is so good. I had heard a lot about this, been following Sebastian. He's done tons of videos in collaboration. He's even had Miss Sarah Baker on his channel. But when this released and I saw all the different shorts were recommended to me and a few people were talking about it, and it's just absolutely beautiful. This is a peach fragrance that has this booziness to it, and I mean, it is good. This fragrance has levels to it because although it has that booziness, it has that fruity peachiness, but it's like a soft quality to this that I get that's kind of powdery, and I really enjoy this fragrance. This is really good, and a little goes a long way. This is not one of those fragrances that I would recommend overspraying like I tend to do a lot. This is one of those fragrances, if you put it in the right places on your body, she's gonna perform and perform really well. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. So again, this is Peach's Revenge by Sarah Baker. So this concludes my ranking for the fragrances that I've added to my collection that will release 2024, you guys. If you have any recommendations of any fragrance, it doesn't have to be from 2024. Or if you have any questions about the fragrances that I've shared with you, or even comments, please leave those in the comment section below. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. You are greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video. And do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.